What's up everybody, it's Daniel Adiemi here, and let's be real, we all wish we had some kind of superpower, right? Well, get this. What if I told you that you could master any skill in just 30 days? I'm talking about becoming a guitar hero, a coding ninja, a painting pro, anything you can dream of. Sounds too good to be true? Like something straight out of a video game? Well, that's what I thought too, but let me tell you, it's totally possible. And the best part? You don't need some crazy expensive course or a personal genie to grant you wishes. Today, I'm gonna break down the secret sauce. The step-by-step blueprint to mastering anything faster than ever before. We're gonna dive into a proven method that anyone can use, no matter what your background is. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's unlock your inner superhero. Alright guys, step number 1 to becoming a skill mastering machine is all about focus. And I'm not talking about that kind of sort of focus you have when you're scrolling through TikTok, I'm talking about laser focus. We're living in a world of distractions, right? But trust me, when it comes to learning something new, multitasking is the ultimate buzzkill. It's like trying to juggle chainsaws while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. You might impress some people for a hot second, but you're gonna crash and burn eventually. So here's the deal. Pick one skill and one skill only. It doesn't matter if it's coding the next viral app, becoming a world-class chef, or finally learning how to solve a Rubik's Cube in under 10 seconds. Whatever gets you fired up, that's your jam. Write it down, stick it on your fridge, tattoo it on your forehead. Okay, maybe not that last one. Just make sure it's front and center in your mind. Remember, we're all about that laser focus. Now I know what you're thinking, but Mr. Beast, there are so many things I want to learn. How can I possibly choose just one? And listen, I get it. I'm a curious dude myself. But here's the thing. When you spread yourself too thin, you end up making mediocre progress in a bunch of different areas. It's like ordering a sampler platter at a restaurant. You get a taste of everything, but you're not really satisfied with any of it. Instead, imagine ordering a giant, juicy steak, cooked to perfection. That's what it's like to focus on one skill at a time. You get to dive deep, master every nuance, and come out the other side feeling like a total champion. Plus, once you've conquered one skill, you can always move on to the next one. It's like leveling up in a video game. You gotta beat one boss before you can unlock the next level. So, trust me on this one, guys. Pick your skill, lock it in, and get ready to unleash your inner laser focus. Now that you've got your laser focus locked onto your dream skill, it's time to break that bad boy down into bite-sized, digestible chunks. Think of it like eating an elephant. You're not going to try to swallow the whole thing in one go, right? Unless you're really, really hungry. You're going to take it one bite at a time. Same goes for learning. Instead of getting overwhelmed by the sheer vastness of a new skill, we're going to break it down into manageable mini-missions. Let's say you're learning to play the guitar. Instead of trying to learn an entire song in one sitting, start with just 3 chords. Once you've got those down pat, add another 3, then another, and another. Before you know it, you'll be strumming along to your favorite tunes like a total rock star, or maybe you're learning to code. Start with the basics, HTML, CSS, whatever language tickles your fancy. Once you've got a handle on the fundamentals, you can start building simple websites, then more complex websites, then apps, then who knows, maybe you'll be the next Mark Zuckerberg. The point is, no matter what skill you're tackling, there's always a way to break it down into smaller, less intimidating pieces. And here's a little secret. Our brains love this stuff. When we achieve small wins, our brains release dopamine, which is like a little burst of happy juice. And who doesn't love a little happy juice? So embrace the power of chunking, my friends. Take it one step at a time, celebrate your small victories, and watch as you make your way to the top of Skill Mountain. Chapter 3, the 20-minute power-up. Alright, so we've picked our skill, we've chunked it down into manageable bites, now it's time to unleash the secret weapon daily practice. I know, it sounds about as exciting as watching paint dry, but trust me on this one. Consistency is king when it comes to mastering anything. Think of it like building a muscle. You wouldn't expect to get ripped by lifting weights once a month, right? You gotta hit the gym regularly, push yourself a little bit every day, and gradually, you'll start to see those gains. Same goes for your brain. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The more you practice your new skill, the more those neural pathways start firing and the easier it becomes. Now I'm not saying you need to quit your job and dedicate every waking hour to your new obsession, although hey, if that's your thing, go for it. Even just 20 minutes a day can make a world of difference. That's right, just 20 minutes. That's less time than it takes to watch an episode of your favorite sitcom. The key is to make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Whether it's first thing in the morning, during your lunch break, or right before you hit the hay, carve out that time and show up consistently. Now I know what you're thinking, but Mr. Beast, some days I just don't feel like it. And listen, I get it, we all have those days. But here's the thing, motivation is like a fickle friend, it comes and goes as it pleases. Discipline, on the other hand, is like that loyal, reliable friend who's always there for you no matter what. So, on those days when you're feeling less than inspired, don't wait for motivation to strike. Just put your head down, do the work, and trust me, the motivation will follow. Chapter 4. Track your triumphs. Alright, so we're focusing on one skill, we're chunking it down, we're practicing daily, we're on a roll. But how do we know if we're actually making progress? I mean, it's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of the bigger picture, right? That's where tracking comes in. Think of it like a progress bar in a video game. Every time you level up, you get that satisfying little ding, and you can see how far you've come. It's super motivating. Same goes for tracking your skill-building journey. By keeping track of your progress, you can see how far you've come, celebrate your wins, and stay motivated to keep pushing forward. Now, you can go old school and use a notebook, or you can get fancy with an app, whatever floats your boat. The important thing is to find a system that works for you and stick with it. So, what should you track? Well, that depends on your skill. If you're learning a language, you might track how many new words you learn each day. If you're learning to code, you might track how many lines of code you write. If you're learning to juggle chainsaws, you might track how many times you catch them without, losing a limb. Just kidding, sort of. The point is, find a metric that makes sense for your skill and start tracking it. You might be surprised at how motivating it can be to see those numbers going up. Chapter 5. Treat yourself! Alright, my fellow skill seekers, we've made it to the final step, celebrating your wins. That's right, I said it, it's time to treat yourself. Because let's be real, life's too short to be serious all the time, right? Plus, our brains are hardwired to crave rewards. When we do something good, our brains release dopamine, which makes us feel good and motivates us to keep going. So every time you hit a milestone in your skill-building journey, no matter how big or small, take some time to celebrate your awesomeness. Now, I'm not saying you need to throw a full-blown rager every time you master a new chord on the guitar, although hey, if that's your thing, go for it. Even small rewards can be super effective. Did you manage to practice your new skill every day for a week straight? Treat yourself to a fancy coffee. Did you finally finish that coding project you've been working on? Order in your favorite pizza. Did you manage to juggle those chainsaws without incident? Well, that calls for a massive celebration. Just be sure to invite me. The point is, find something that makes you happy and use it as a reward for all your hard work. Not only will it help you stay motivated, but it will also make the whole learning process a lot more enjoyable. And who knows, you might even start looking forward to your practice sessions. So there you have it, guys, the secret to mastering any skill in just 30 days. I told you it wasn't magic, just a simple step-by-step method that anyone can use. Now I know what you're thinking, but Mr. Beast, 30 days is just the beginning, right? And you're absolutely right. Mastering a skill is a lifelong journey, but by following these steps, you can get a serious head start and make incredible progress in just 1 month. So what are you waiting for? Pick your skill, get after it, and let me know what you're going to master in the comments below. I'm rooting for you. And hey, if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more awesome content, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. Until next time, stay awesome. So what skill will you master in the next 30 days? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your journey. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a tip. Remember, the only thing standing between you and mastery is the decision to start. See you in the next video.